Hello everyone, my name is Jasmine and I am a 13 years old girl. Since I'm 13, I'm basically a teenager. And at this time of life, I think teenagers plays an important role in your life. Cause when you became a teenager, you started to worry about things that you didn't worry when you were a child. Like insecurities and studies and a lot more. But I think insecurity is one of the biggest things that happen during in your teenage life or teenage years. Because when you turn into teenager, you see a lot of people online looking so perfect and you want to be just like them. And let me tell you that nobody is perfect. But people tend to think they're perfect just because what they see on online. Do you actually know what's going on behind the scene? Do you know their feelings? If I ask you that, you will obviously say no. They may look perfect on the internet, but what if they're not perfect off the internet? Like they could be depressed, they could be secretly depressed and a lot more issues. So these young girls are influenced by those influencers and they try to be like them. So the young girls follow the toxic side of the beauty standards. Obviously, if you want to be pretty and if you also want to be one of the beauty standards, you could do it in a healthy way. Like exercising to be thinner or eating vegetables or just, having the right amount of plastic surgery at a right age. But nowadays, kids actually do plastic surgery at such young age and instead of worry for school, they worry about their looks. They follow those really bad unhealthy diets, like very, very unhealthy that they have to go into eating disorder and they became depressed and they have mental health because they don't want to look like themselves. They don't want to look like what they're born with. So they just try to be fake and just do a lot of toxic stuff. So nowadays, can you believe that I actually searched online that 14% to 16% of the elementary school age girls are worried about their looks. Keep in mind that elementary school starts from kindergarten to 5th grade. At the time, I was like only such young and I was young and I didn't worry much about my look. Instead, I was playing with my friends, eating and just doing nothing at all. But now, kids are getting worried about their look instead of being happy. That's crazy. Not only is because they want to be pretty, they want to follow or they want to copy other people online. Because a lot of people online seems like so beautiful and they just create these more toxic beauty standards. I also found out that over half of the teenage girls nowadays skip meal, smoke cigarettes, and take pills to maintain their weight. Instead of exercising and doing it in a healthy way, they tend to do it in a more toxic way that they shouldn't be doing at such young age. Which is a little bit disturbing as you sound. They like smoke cigarettes too and a lot more. But it's not only because your mind is tricking you to think that you're not pretty because of what you see online. It can be also about like the people surround you. You could be surrounded by many toxic people and you just never know because they are always hiding about their real personality. So what if people who are beside you are extremely toxic? That could also be a bad thing to your mental health and that could also be one of the reasons for your insecurities. People beside you probably for example, I actually saw a video online that a young girl was getting a plastic surgery to get a double eyelid. That's crazy, right? A little child is getting a plastic surgery at such a young age. And guess who made her do that? Her own mother. Her mother said she felt very sorry because her daughter wasn't born with her natural double eyelids. So her mother made the young girl go through a plastic surgery to get a double eyelid. That's crazy. And nowadays, beauty standards are so high, and it's getting more out of control of these teenage girls. Because of these problems, some can lead to suicide and death. Would you risk your own life just because you want to be pretty, like I said earlier? No, you wouldn't want to be. So I think we should stop influencing young girls to do such bad things at such young age and make them love herself or love the younger more. We should all love ourselves and appreciate ourselves because of who we are. We weren't born with it, and we have to keep what we were born with it. Another example that I want to give you guys is, I was at my school the other days, right, with my friends, and we were talking about a bunch of topics. And she has a beautiful curly hair that I want to have, and she have a extremely curly hair that I would literally die to have. So I told her, how do you feel to have such a beautiful curly hair? And her answer was not something that I expected from her. I was expecting something like, yes, I like my hair, it's very beautiful, but instead of her saying that, she said she hates her natural curly hair and she wants to have a straight hair like me. Which is crazy because she said that she wants to have something that I don't want to have. So I was very surprised. I was like, that's surprising because I want to have a curly hair. She wants to have something that I don't have, and she has something that I want to have. But now we both learn how to love ourselves. She loves her curly hair, and I also love my natural straight hair anymore. And now we feel much better and we feel more confident in our looks. And I want to tell you that confidence is the key to being pretty. You don't have to do all of this stuff just because you want to be pretty. You can actually just be confident and you'll be pretty by yourself. So this is the toxic side of the beauty standards. There's more toxic things to talk about. For example, I saw online that a girl who was extremely skinny, her boyfriend says that she is not skinny enough. She has to be more skinnier than that. So she is, taking a bunch of things to make herself look teeny and skinny, but in the end, she died. She basically just take her own life just because she wants to be pretty and she wants to be skinny. So at this time, you were probably thinking, is this real? What is happening with this society? You are not making yourself look pretty, but you are basically being pretty for other people too. So I think it's really toxic in this beauty standards, and we shouldn't be following these stupid rules, especially young girls. So many young girls nowadays are influenced by these bad habits that you shouldn't be doing. So in conclusion of this video, I think we all need to learn to love ourselves, and you don't have to be insecure because of who you are. You are beautiful no matter what skin type, what hair color, what hair type, or what body shape. Every body shape is beautiful. Every person is beautiful. Just make yourself feel better by saying you're beautiful to the mirror every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope we can all learn that we don't need to follow these stupid beauty standards and go on unhealthy diets, eating disorder, and more. You can be beautiful even without trying if you feel beautiful yourself. Thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye.